Guys, this is the 2015 Challenge Rally Kit. We're going to go ahead and start off. This is Avery Supreme Wrap Intense Blue that we're showing right now. We're going to start off with a hood and show you guys how to do this install. As you can see, we've already got it hinged. This is one thing. Just make sure you guys hinge it wherever's comfortable. As you see, we've already got our center point. With this car, finding center, we're really aiming off of the points off of the cowl hood. So get your center, of course, done first, and then you guys can go ahead and dive in and start your install. We've already cleaned it with Croftgate surface prep and 70% alcohol. Made sure that the car was nice and clean and warm. Always remember the firm squeegee strokes. Okay. If you guys notice, I went in and got my line down right first on this side. That way I can come back. I know I'm lined up right, and then I can start taking the air out towards the outside of the car. That way at least you know you're lined up just right. With this kit, it is going to, we'll pop the hood and it will roll underneath on the front just so it looks complete. Go back over it with firm squeegee strokes, take off the mask, and we'll move on to the next piece. Alright guys, so we're working on the nose here. I've got it set up, got the grease mark on both sides. We're just lining it up basically just with the hood stripe. When we start to install this, we're gonna stop right before we get to the gasket, and we're gonna have taken off the mask, and that way you can get down in there a little bit easier. So with our marks, we'll go ahead and get started here. Okay, and you get down here, you can start going back and forth with your thumb if it's easier. And once you get this wrapped underneath, we'll go ahead and take off the masking from this bottom corner. Okay, helpful tip here. Make sure you have a tool that you can get down into the in between the gasket. What this is going to do is just allow you to tuck and roll the graphic right behind that gasket, which will give it a nice clean look. These are the best way to get it to look correct. Using a knife, you might get a bad cut, might not look right. Nice clean edge. Of course, we'll come back and post heat it. Here's the front bumper on this thing. We've already got it marked, lined up. Critical note on this is when you guys are getting this thing lined up, it is going to be a little bit back from the black front fascia. Just due to the fact if you put it underneath this black plastic, the vibrations can actually mess up the graphic. So that's why we always put a void in there, just so you guys know that. Go ahead and get started on this install. Alright, with this we're going to start off with the front face. Okay, what you saw there was, you notice I had a little wrinkle that started right here. You get that popped right back up, and everything you're doing is you're cutting those fingers out to the outside of the car. So when you're installing this, you want to go up and start working all of that air to the outside, okay? You're basically going to work the lower part of this graphic the exact same way. Come back over it for some squeegee strokes, take off our mask, post heat, and move on to the next part. Alright guys, already took off the liner. So what we're going to do on this is we're going to start this thing off. Get it lined up at your tape, about where your void is. You're going to start moving your thumb across almost like a pinstripe so you can make sure that your void stays consistent. Get the top surface set. Okay. And on this one we're just going to use our thumb as a squeegee. Just keep going back and forth, getting that air released. Once you got it all down, if you want, you could come back with a squeegee and go back over it. Just make sure you're using firm pressure when you're going over this so you know that all that air is out. Take off the mask. We'll post heat. We're